Welcome to Two Crazy Redheads. I'm Deborah.
And I'm Bobby. And we're here today to show people how to uncork wine, because it turns out that that's something people really want to know how to do. And I don't know if it's that they want to know how to do it properly or just do it. So,
probably a little bit of both.
Yeah. I'm assuming like waiters and people like that maybe it's their first time in a higher end restaurant want to know how to uncork a wine. So, I brought a couple of things. This is like my favorite bar tool when it comes to wine. Mine's from Crate and Barrel. Little plug for them, I guess. It's got something on it, I don't know what that is. But anyway, it's got this great little knife that cuts the foil, even though a lot of times you can just pull the foil off. I swear, try it. And then you've got the corkscrew and how the slice glue these things are called, you know?
I don't know.
But they're just like lips that you use to slowly but surely.
Yeah, and that's nice because it's got a two-stepper. Like a lot of them where it's got the double, it'll be like a double hinge on it.
Exactly. So, there's this, and then, you know, I thought just to give you an idea, some people get things like this. Personally, this is way more useful. This, however, is super pretty. You know, you got the corkscrew, some little caps, or, you know, bottle stoppers. This is the foil cutter. Really useless. This thing does not work. And then this nice little guy goes on the wine to keep the wine from dripping. So, you know, it looks super pretty, and it was an awesome gift from a friend of mine, and I do use it, especially when I want to, you know, look pretty while I'm doing wine, but this guy definitely gets the most mileage around here. So, if you're a waiter and you're in a restaurant, you're gonna be serving your wine with one of these beautiful napkin towel slash thingies. Hopefully you're better at getting it off the bottle than I am. Actually, normally it's not the off the bottle that's the issue. You want to start out with it like in your hand or on your waist or somewhere. I'm supposed to get my lap for now. And then, do you know where to cut the foil?
You're gonna start back here.
Okay.
Underneath. You're talking about underneath the lip, right?
Yeah. You cut it underneath the second lip. There's always two lips on the bottle of wine. I'm curious about this one. This one you could totally pull it right off. But
that's what I do 90% of the time.
Yeah. Just seriously, there's no weakness.
And then while you're doing that, I'm like, my mother, she just likes to just stick the corkscrew straight through the foil. So you might be asking, why do I need to take the foil off? You know, because you can do that, and it will get the cork out. I don't want bits of foil ending up in my wine though.
Yeah.
You know, it's just cleaner and nicer.
And as a waiter or waitress, you're actually supposed to like present the bottle to the table first. I mean, you know, if that's what you're watching this video for. That way they see that it's corked currently, so you haven't placed some other wine in this bottle, and they can look and read that this is, you know, the wine that they ordered. In this case, it's Domaine La Rocalière Tavel. Tavel's where great rosé comes from. It's a whole appellation devoted to rosé. We're going to do another video on that. So that's why we're opening this bottle. Woohoo! You'll get to see us in the same outfit for a couple of videos today. Next, you want to place the corkscrew in. You know, I start in the middle of the cork. And you want to wind it down until it's, on most corkscrews, I believe it's 4 turns. This, by the way, should be back in. And then, or it's 1 turn from the end of the corkscrew. So that's like the easiest way to remember. Just 1 turn from the end of the corkscrew. Take the first lip, you stick it on the lip of the bottle. Pull out a little bit. Second lip. Pull until it's almost out of the bottle. Waiters and waitresses, this is actually when like the whole napkin comes into play, because what you want to do is you can either remove the corkscrew first, which is what's considered the most appropriate, or you can just pull out the cork at that point. But you want to very gently remove the cork. This is on a young bottle of wine. It doesn't matter nearly so much. If it's on a, but what you want is for it to just sort of kiss as it removes itself from the bottle.
That made me sad when I learned that was the right way to open wine.
Why?
Because I like when you hear the pop, I was like, yay!
It's open!
It's like, woo!
Have a party!
That's like one of my favorite sounds in the whole world, and it's still will be, even though I know wine this way.
Yeah.
Because it's better for the wine.
The point is it's not supposed to bruise the wine. So for older wines, the idea is that they create long molecular chains in there and disrupting the bottle by popping the cork and bruise the wine, as can like shaking the cork. You're supposed to be very gentle with your wine. I'm just telling you. Then you get to present the cork. The point of this, some people smell it. I like the smell of the cork, but that's to see if it smells like vinegar. But really the point is, when you present the cork, you put it in front of whoever ordered the bottle. They're considered the host. And it is for them to examine the cork and see, like, this one was perfect. It has not been tainted. The cork is not wet on both ends. That's like the biggest issue with wine, and that could mean that the wine is bad. So, the cork.
Yep. Also, that's also another indicator. I mean, not an issue in this day and age. It also shows, like, oh, in this case, you know, the cork a lot of times will have the name of the winery on it, as this one does. So it's like you can see, like, this this wine in this bottle, which sometimes can be an issue with fraud with higher end
bottles of wine. You pay $1,300 for a bottle of wine. You want to make sure it's a good cork in there and it's the right one.
It's the right one, and that's what they bought.
They'll even put vintages on here, so like you know, okay, this is definitely the right cork. Then you're supposed to take this, tie it around the neck of the bottle, and that's to prevent the drips. So that's it. That's how you uncork wine. I don't know if there's anything else that anybody needs to know about it. Oh.
No, I mean, you wipe this off, wipe off the top with your little napkin there.
Yeah, it just depends on what the situation is. But from here, you also should only pour a very small amount into the host glass so that they can swirl it, sniff it, taste it, make sure the wine's not corked, which means it smells like cardboard or like wet paper. You'll know it when you smell it. Like, it doesn't, it happens 5 to 10% of the time with bottles, obviously not in screw caps. That's the reason people like screw caps. You don't have to worry about corked wine, but it does happen. So it gives them an opportunity to test the wine, make sure that it's good. Once they've nodded their approval, you pour it for everybody else, come back to them and fill their glass, and you're done. You've done your job.
Yay!
So that's us, two crazy redheads.
Next step, drinking the wine.
Absolutely. And that's how to uncork it.